train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. Before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? We are back. It is Monday. Thank you guys for tuning in and hope you had a good weekend because we got a full week of checking these buttons. And as always, well, before I get into that, happy Mother's Day. I know it was yesterday, but to everybody that's still blessed enough to have their mothers in their life, hope you guys had a blessed mother. Show that. Hope you guys had a blessed mother. Hope you had a blessed Mother's Day is what I was trying to say. And hope you took some time out your day to check them happy Mother's Day buttons. And without further ado, we're about to get into it. Links and all that good stuff down below. If you guys want to skip around to a certain subject, we got the hot clips back today. All the content creators, everything you need is down below in the description field. Be sure to show them some love. I hope your day is going good because it's about to get better. Let's enjoy the week. Let's go.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to deal with a Sorcerer Supreme in the street. A lot of comic fans think they got us anime fans beat, but we're going to show them different. So, the attack comes in. So as you can see, my spirit has been pushed out of my body, but it's okay. I can actually channel the energy through the groin, through my finger, and Spirit Gun! And then I neutralize the attacker. Just pre-order my new manga, available on my website. Stay safe out there, Anime Street Survival. Y'all have a good day.
All right, now to them first set of low payout buttons that need to be checked. This one's interesting because it follows up the Team Spooky. Remember that whole thing that it was just a few weeks ago, right? Where some players from Texas were like, it's not fair that you're not letting us play in the NLBC. Team Spooky felt some type of way about that. They caught a lot of shit online, but then a lot of people stuck up for them as well because they're like, yo, you don't understand why we do this in the first place and all it takes to do something like this of this magnitude. Y'all remember the story, right? If not, I'll put the link in the description field so you can definitely check that video out. Well, since then, of course, Team Spooky was like, yo, I'm not gonna do it online anymore. I'm just gonna do it offline. We're still gonna do the NLBC, but since it's causing too much stress and y'all like to argue and stuff like that, and this is not my true passion, I'm not gonna do it online anymore. I'm simply gonna do it offline for everybody that's local, and I believe that's what, somewhere in New York. Anyway, fast forward to today, well, just the other day, What Is Kami posted this, and I'll put his profile on the screen. Of course, link in the description, show the young man some love right here. UYU is his sponsor, Business Inquiries, of course, hailing out of Brooklyn, New York. Okay, so he posted this right here saying, went to NLBC offline for the first time in 2 years last night, and this was the first place prize. Swimming in esports dough, NLBC online could never. Shout out to Texas, by the way, damn. All right, so look what we got here. He posted this underneath his keyboard, and this is what, 50 bucks. Young man won he won first place, got 50 bucks, and being sarcastic as hell, talking about, I'm swimming in the dough. This is what I get now because it's, you know, it's not online, it's offline now. And by the way, shout out to Texas because this is why we're here.
It's your fault.
Okay, so let's slowly unwrap this like a early morning Christmas present. Okay, so you have this post. Looks like he posted it a few days ago, obviously. Underneath it, though, he says, I hope people don't think I'm roasting NLBC. I don't really mind. I'm just posting the post. Brian F. responds saying, but this is more money than you've made from NLBC online. Kami says, Cap got top threes, just never won, unfortunately. Punk responds saying that money match energy. So now we're like basically talking to Brian like, yo, you want to run that set? And then, because Kami's down with it, you can see where it says definitely is, I'm with that too. Brian responds saying, you're trying to take all my NLBC online money now that you got Luke. And this is basically what it is, right? And he said, shout out to Texas, because let's be real, a lot of people blame certain players in Texas because that's where the call out started when this whole Team Spooky online, you're not letting us play thing, you know, kind of went down. So that's why he took a shot at the end right there saying, shout out to Texas because of you guys. And I'm in Texas, so I should say because of us, right? We're getting paid $50 now for first place, because if it was online, we could probably do some matcherino, people, you know, donating and all that other stuff. But now we're getting scraps. And I think let me know if I'm wrong, but wasn't the final conclusion of that whole Team Spooky thing was, and this is me trying to sound not as best I can, not to be biased, but wasn't the conclusion is they didn't blame Texas? Texas wasn't to blame, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Texas some Texas players kind of put it out there, and then Team Spooky kind of clapped back. It's like, well, actually, let me tell you the true story, you know, this and that. But at the end of the day, Spooky was like, I kind of been tired of this, and I kind of been wanting to take a step back. This right here was kind of like the final straw, but I've been thinking about it for a while. So with that being said, I don't think necessarily it's all Texas's fault, the reason why they're not online anymore. Obviously, it didn't help, but that is exactly why we are here now. And Kami's sake, shout out to Texas, by the way. But look at this. Did anybody notice this? If you go just a little up on the picture, there's a crisp, is that a crisp $100 bill folded up? What's cracking up there, Playboy? What's this 100 up here? We just got like $100 bills laying around, like randomly on the desk. What? You look at my desk, I got a half thing of Powerade. I got a pocket knife for some reason. What the hell am I doing with this? I got 2 baby aspirin because I'm old. I got a little Bible because I believe in Jesus a little bit. See what I did there? A little Bible, a little bit. I'm gonna stop. Anyway, ain't no $100 bills, which I could really use that because I am filming this on Mother's Day. That's the reason why we didn't post yesterday, because I'm busy on Mother's Day. Got to take my special mother out and all that good stuff. But anyway, I would need something like that on my desk right about now. But anyway, what do y'all think about this, man? The new reality of NLBC. I think in the end, only the players suffer, right? Because what player would not want to go to a local and have it being broadcast online and having a great ass payout, man. You know, right now you're going from I'm not even gonna front. I don't even know what they were going to, but I would imagine it was a lot more than this. You know what I'm saying? And now you're getting $50. I know some people in the comments are like, yo, at the end of the day, you're getting paid to play video games, so just be happy. You know what I'm saying? But I think for those in that community of NLBC that remember the quote unquote better payout days, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones hurting the most because they're like, yo, we know what this could be. And now we're here with the $50. What y'all think? All right, now to the next set of stop being a scared little biatch buttons that need to be checked. It sounds worse than it really is. But anyway, starts off in the world of Rob TV. Y'all already know this young man, needs no introduction. Profile on the screen, link in the description field. Follow his YouTube, his Twitter. He's making major moves. Y'all know. I'm really proud of Rob, man. He's come a long way. And the reason why I'm mostly proud of the young man is because he's doing it being himself. He's fighting step by step to keep it, for lack of a better term, real. We're still using that word real, right? He's gonna keep it a buck, keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? As the young people say, he's doing it his way, making a name for himself, and I respect that the most. Because let's be real, a lot of people in the FGC game, especially when they start getting a little clout or name, whatever, they start faking the funk. They start being a social, what do they call them? A social virtue signaling, all that fake shit. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Rob has always been Rob, and that's what I respect. And he posted this the other day saying, free game. Most fighting game players focus on increasing their skill, but that's not what separates people the most in brackets. Most fighting game players focus on increasing their skill, but that's not what separates people most in brackets. It's mental stability in big moments. So many times, the losing player is the one who's too fucking scared to win, I promise you. I find tournaments way easier than casuals, ranked, etc. Dudes do whatever when nothing is on the line. When it matters, I can smell MFers' fear from a mile away. The further the set goes, the more scared the non-confident guy becomes. Whether they're getting closer to winning or losing, they shut down. Very easy to see/feel. Same goes for money matches, depending on how many people are watching. So this is also the big reason why the same people win online and offline. Because it's not the technical side that's separating people. Fighting games are getting increasingly difficult to separate yourself in on a technical level. These MFers scared no matter the environment. Damn, Rob is really, getting that sugar-free on today. You know what I'm saying? Spitting that game. I like the way he started it right here, saying free game. And I don't know what y'all think about that. He's saying more so than skill is what's separating players is the mentality, the stability in big moments. So many times people just get fucking scared or they buckle under the pressure the longer the sets go. Damn. For those of you that have ever been to a tournament, I can testify to this because there's so many tournaments I should have won. I remember, you know, every time I went 0-2, you know, every time we didn't win a game, didn't win a round, I know that if I was just not scared, I would have won. There's so many times I would have won Evo. There's so many times I would have won Evo, and I would have beat Daigo and Taquito and Dorito, and Cheeto, Tostito. I would have beat all the Eatos. Okay, back to reality. But what I'm trying to say is I have been to a couple tournaments, and I remember my very first one. I was so excited. I went, and something weird came over me, and it was the nerves. It was the weirdest thing in the world. I could barely hit a combo. I was nervous. It was almost like my hands were shaking. I was nervous as shit. And I was watching the guy that I was supposed to play up next, and I thought to myself, I think I have a chance of beating him. Well, when it came time, he whooped my ass. There was no chance. I was like, I just crumbled. And then I learned after that, like, why the fuck was I so scared? Like, I put all these nerves that didn't even matter. I can go do stand-up comedy and speak in front of people, or turn the camera on and just act like a goofball or whatever. I can perform in front of an audience. But when it came to tournament play, I got nervous as shit, especially on Don't Let Me Go on stream, because I was nervous. I don't know, I guess it depends on the area that you lack confidence in. Any area that you put us in where you have confidence, you're gonna shine, I would think, right? But when you take that same person, you know, like my example, and you put them where they're not so confident, they might buckle. Especially like he was saying, Rob was saying, like the more people that watch, you know what I'm saying? You know, you play, everybody's gathered around, you're like, ooh, all this shit. You don't want people to think you're a scrub, or you're not doing the optimal move. You know, how many times you see some shit and a lot of people are instantly judging you like, oh, that was cool, but that wasn't optimal. Why would he do that? He should have did this. This was plus for, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, will you just let him play? Shit. Let the man play, and if he wins, he wins. Who cares about optimal and all that shit? But I like right here, Hollywood actually comes back to it and clears it up. Rob says, I shouldn't say all this without how to fix it. Number one, change your perspective. There were always, or there will be, more tournaments. I know I prepped well, I've been here before, etc. Number two, experience. Get tourney reps in, play money matches. Travel. If you master number one, you don't need number two per se. So that's what's up, and I think, you know, I can relate to that because with stand-up comedy, and I'm sorry I always go back to that, but it was such a big part of my life, so I can't help but talk about it. With that, I was nervous as shit. I really was. I was nervous. Man, I want to say for like the first month, I went up once a week, right, at open mic. But soon as, because I sucked, don't get me wrong, I didn't hear no laughs for like the first 2 or 3 times at least going up. But after I started getting some giggles and some laughs, I want to say around the 4th time, it started getting easier and easier and easier, and I started to learn how to be good even though I was sucking, if that makes sense. And then you learn to take a fall and to make it you falling forward, and you just somehow get stronger and better through it all. I remember I would purposely find out what the hardest rooms were. They were usually like the Saturday late shows, you know what I'm saying? Usually in the hood, you know what I'm saying? And I would go to them. And those are the ones I felt like they were the most challenging. So I would go to each one until I felt like I figured out that crowd to make me stronger. Almost like Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm saying? I was like, who's stronger than me? Whoever's stronger than me, I would like to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Please, it would be my honor to fight you. Straight Goku vibes, you know what I'm saying? Let me fight you, because I know if I fight you, you may kick my ass, but I'm finna get better. There it is, one more again. Thank you guys for all the amazing love. We will see you soon. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day. Love y'all forever. All that good stuff. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but we'll see you soon. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
$6. It's like $1 an hour.